The woods are supposed to be peaceful, quiet, safe, but sometimes they're anything but. Tonight, we're gonna be diving into 3 chilling encounters caught on camera where simple camping trips turned into something very unsettling. In October 2022, a creator known as Creepy Outdoors was brave enough to explore a remote forest in the dead of night, recording everything as he walked through the darkness.
Let's see how this place looks like without any lights. Pitch black. Imagine being out here. This is one of the creepiest forests I've ever been. And I'll be spending the night here.
For several minutes, nothing unusual happened, just wind, leaves, and the sound of his own footsteps. Then, suddenly, from somewhere deep in the woods,
oh, fuck. Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here.
a voice yelled, "I see you." The voice sounded human, too clear to be ignored. Was it somebody hiding nearby, an animal making a strange sound, or someone watching in the darkness? However, he didn't stay to find out, and that might have been for the best, because sometimes curiosity is the most dangerous instinct you can follow. In 2024, stealth camper Sam set up his tent deep in the woods near Cleveland. However, not long after settling down, he started hearing footsteps outside. Someone was circling his tent.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
Upon hearing the sound, he tried calling out to this person, but there was no response. Then suddenly,
hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're with me.
something pressed up against the tent walls, collapsing part of it inside. This is when panic set in. Sam grabbed his gear and rushed outside, but there was nothing. Then, panning his flashlight around, just in the dead of night, covered in the darkness were what looked like to be 2 figures standing beyond his flashlight beam, watching.
I see you. Get away! Alright, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Then, unannounced, they started moving towards them, and this is when Sam started running through the dead of night, being chased by 2 figures that he could barely even see. Luckily, he finally reached his car and managed to escape. The people responsible for this were never identified, and nobody knows what they wanted. However, a popular theory was that these may be fellow campers just playing a prank on him or something. For this next video, another camper named Sean parked his van near the woods in the UK for a quiet overnight stay. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't.
And it sounds like they're walking around the van.
When the night owl was picked, he heard people outside his van, footsteps, voices. When he peeped out, a car quickly drove away. He assumed that it was just some curious locals until morning time came.
At least go outside and see how miserable the weather is. My door's stuck. What the actual...
He tried to open his door, but it wouldn't move. Someone had zip-tied the door shut during the night, locking him inside. After struggling with the door for a few hours, luckily help managed to arrive and he was gotten out of the van. Which begs the question, why would somebody do this? Was this a prank, a failed robbery? Well, we may never know, but many pointed this to just being some kind of silly prank. It's just a chilling reminder that the danger doesn't always come from the wilderness itself. Sometimes it comes from the people.